Hi folks, and welcome back to Meaningful Money. Still here down at Penberth, enjoying the beautiful weather. Quite busy, a few people on the beach behind me, so I hope you don't mind that, but don't really blame them really. They've been stuck inside for weeks with horrible weather, and now the sun's come out, they come out to enjoy it, just as I have. Going to begin what might be a fairly long and drawn out series, but I'll probably dip in and out of it. And if you don't mind, I'm going to use you kind of as guinea pigs and try and formulate my thoughts. I'm going to introduce sort of, well, how best to bring this in. I've come to believe through 15 years of financial planning experience that for 99% of us, the financial planning process is bog standard, dead simple. That it's very, very few people who need complex tax financial advice. You know, your Gary Barlow's, Jimmy Carr's, David Cameron's of this world. For most of us, we're just trying to amass enough to be comfortable one day, to not have to worry too much about money, just to build enough so that we and our loved ones are okay. I've never ever in 15 years had to deal with a client who has needed really complex tax planning with trusts and offshore things like that. That's for the super rich. I don't really care about those people. I think those who benefit most from financial planning are the ordinary people. So I'm going to sort of look at, I'm going to try to distill the financial planning process down, not quite to its lowest common denominators, but enough for most of us. I'm going to try and distill that in a book actually, and I'm going to call that book, probably working title, it's Simple Money, and the word simple is an acronym which I'm going to just go through in a minute. Before I put any more detail on that though, my friends down here in the corner, that's 7 Investment Management, who continue to sponsor me, for which I'm extremely grateful. So most people just need to get the basics right. I've been thinking about how to distill it down for all of us. I want to boil it down into a book eventually. So what this video and the ones to come are going to help me do, I think, is help me to refine my thoughts. The book is going to be very much a sort of dip in, dip out book. There'll be clear sections so people can buy the book and hopefully it'll live with them through their life and they can dip in to the bits they need at different points. Hopefully it'll be inspiring enough that people can understand that the simplicity of financial planning will enable them to get to grips with it easily. And I'm absolutely convinced that people can do it themselves if they have the gumption to get on with it. Okay, so let me just introduce the simple thing, okay? None of this will surprise you, it's all extremely straightforward. The book review I did a few videos ago, the Total Money Makeover, there was nothing new in there, but just the way it's put was really helpful, I think. And it's hard, really there isn't anything new to talk about in financial planning. The basic rules are the same as they've always been. So, simple money. First one is S. Now that's what I'm going to call, I think, the setup. And this is the absolute basics of budgeting, cash flow, having an emergency fund, really getting the basics right, setting things up so that you can build a good financial plan going forward. So that's S. I, it stands for insurance. So this is the protection you're going to put around your financial plan to make sure that you are protected against unforeseen circumstances. So the stuff, life insurance, critical illness, income protection, things like that. The sorts of things you need to think about so that your plans are not derailed. M is making money. So that's going to be obviously investments, the different kinds of investments, the way it all works together in asset allocation, the different wrappers and stuff you can invest in. P is pensions and retirement planning. All that that means, why it's important, how to balance that against your needs now, against your needs one day, things like that. L is going to be for later life, so that'll be long-term care, equity release, things like that. And then E is going to be everything else. So that might be wills and trusts and inheritance, things like that. Remember, this is going to be a book that hopefully people can refer to rather than, although there will probably be a path to walk through, hopefully as well as that, they'll be able to dip into, you know, what do I need to do about a will, and they'll be able to go to the wills chapter. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm letting you into the secret. So if you've got any comments on that or thoughts on that, then do let me know, because I'm fairly excited about it. Getting up very early in the morning to start writing this thing and get some thoughts down on paper, so to speak. So that's simple money. Let me know what you think. But I'm going to be essentially going back to the roots of meaningful money, right back to the start, where the first 75, 80 videos in this series were, what is a emergency fund? Why do you need one? What is a pension? So I'm going to be going right back to those roots, revisiting some of those things, and hopefully that'll be helpful. But you know, give me a shout out on Twitter, email, whatever, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I ought to include anything. Let me know if you think it's an awful idea. Particularly let me know if somebody's done it before, because I haven't been able to find anybody who has. But thanks as ever for your encouragement and your patience, and for your time viewing these. Do get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching this one. The next one should be the live show on Friday. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.